is wrong with you?
I don't know. You got me flustered.
Oversharing on Facebook as satisfying as sex? That's what a new study by Harvard University says. As it turns out, self-disclosure on social media sites, which often ventures into TMI territory, 300 people were monitored for mental stimulation during various activities. And living out loud on Facebook has the same effect on your brain as do pleasure triggers like food, money, and yes, sex.
Who are these people having sex with? That going, I just had chicken Alfredo for dinner, post, cigarette. Who are they having sex with that is equal to sex?
I think they mean
I'm going to take a picture of my chicken. Oh, yeah.
That's not TMI. They're talking about when you really divulge something, I think.
Then our Matt and Ramona radio show or this show should be like one constant orgy for me. I reveal, I blurt things out all the time that are TMI.
Yeah, you do.
I don't feel like I'm having sex every night.
Well, that's good.
What do you?
That would be vulgar.
Do you? Or do you get the same relief?
I don't reveal the things that you reveal.
Well, maybe you should start. You'd look uptight.
Are you kidding me?
No, I don't really want you to have sex. I mean, you can have sex if you want. I'm just saying you should release things. Because apparently if you tell something private, it's kind of like having sex. You're not uptight at all. Although right now you look like you're uptight.
I am uptight right now.
No, you're not uptight, but you should release.
I am very uptight right now.
No. See, means more TMI. It's like having sex.
Anyway, where Redfern goes is up to you. Has enough time really passed that we can talk about the vintage era of Britney Spears? It has, if you ask Katy Perry. We told you last year about her deal to be part of the sporty new All Adidas ad series for the sports apparel maker. Well, now, footage from a very 1998-esque portion of the campaign has hit the net. So hit us, baby, for the very first time.
I'm inspired by a lot of different things, by pop culture, by different females, by humor. So it's kind of like cartoonish, punk rock, cute smorgasbord of things. I like to wear things that still have a sense of humor and that are adorable. I'm such a collector of all things cute. Anything that has like a face on it, love that kind of stuff. Things that have adorableness. All kitty, all in.
Yeah, she thinks like with a face on it. It's very, I don't know, it's just very odd to me. I like things with a face on it.
Okay.
I like people with a face on them.
If they're trying to kind of punch it up a little bit, make things that girls really want to wear, she always has been in her own lane style-wise.
Yeah, well, they said...
So I think she's a good choice.
They say Britney Spears, it was more like Sporty Spice. I think we should have gone with. They say vintage Britney Spears. That was more vintage Sporty Spice.
But those moves were definitely Britney Spears 1998-ish moves.
You never saw the Spice World movie, apparently.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But you know, she had the same attire on and was, doing that.
Really? Is that what Sporty Spice was about?
Yeah, she was, yes.
Okay, well, we've... Whatever preconceived notions you have about Prince Charles, a.k.a. William's Royal Pop, you gotta admit his highness has some weather chops. Eat your heart out, Reg Taylor.
In the west, rain will be lighter and patchier. There will maybe a few drier interludes over Dumfries House in Ayrshire. Aha. There'll be snow for the higher ground of the Highlands and Aberdeenshire. The potential for a few flurries over Balmoral. Who the hell wrote this script? As the afternoon goes on. The best of the drier and brighter weather will, of course, be over the Northern Isles and the far north of the mainland. So, a little hazy sunshine for the Castle of May and Caithness. But a cold day everywhere with temperatures of just 8 Celsius and a brisk northeasterly wind. Thank God it isn't a bank holiday.
Wow.
I can't believe he cursed and said,
I wonder what I wonder what Reg Taylor thinks of this dream sequence.
Oh, no, it's be fantastically cloudy. I don't know.
Hey, mate.
What I learned from that, Reg, is you need to stop opening your mouth when you talk.
That's what, because that's what
If you could just basically do like this, would be great, and don't just have to work on my teeth.
Right. What was he saying? I couldn't even understand him.
I'm not, yeah. He's talking about Celsius and, and some other other factoids and a couple of things that he had going on.
How'd you like his delivery? Like how he looked at the camera and he...
Who wrote this script? Who's writing this stuff? You know my mom's the queen, right?
Yeah, he did look a little like delirious.
Yes, I thought he did too. I don't know. But yeah, overall, I thought he did pretty good.
Oh, you're a liar.
No, I'm just saying. Hey.
You weather people stick together.
He's got blue style, blue blood style. Yeah.
It was, you know, more informative than some of the past weather things. No, never mind. Last chance headlines and Reg's forecast.
Season 2 American Idol runner-up Clay Aiken is everywhere these days. He spent the last several months vying to be the champ of another reality show, The Celebrity Apprentice. He is still in the running heading into next week's season finale, and during the process, Donald Trump has hinted that he thinks Clay may have a career ahead of him in politics. Openly gay Aiken has been outspoken about the Amendment 1 issue in North Carolina, and he appeared on CBS's Face the Nation Sunday. Here's what he had to say.
And it was sort of a political calculation on the part of some people in the General Assembly to get this on the ballot. And as North Carolinians see what it's done and what it will do, I think that they will support the fact that President Obama did speak out on principle. It wasn't a political calculation, you're right, because you know, he spoke out and he said, this is what I believe. And I think that we'd like to see politicians speak out on principle a little bit more and not do things politically calculated.
Evan Wolfson.
So he thinks it wasn't politically calculated. Sorry, Clay. But anyway, he looks like a politician. He has the look.
He does.
He has the look of a politician. But the way the gay amendment went thing, there's only a couple of counties he could actually run and win.
That is if he runs in North Carolina.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's where he's from, and that's where he has to. I know he have to move somewhere and do whatever, but he seems like he wants to change the rule here.
He became a senator in New York.
There are all kinds of carpetbaggers out there, but yeah, but he could run in whatever that county is. That one I'm circling. He could run.
That one,
yeah, that one where he's, you know, Raleigh and all that stuff. He could run up there.
Yeah, he could run in Charlotte.
Yes, he could. That's right. He could. Yeah.
He could.
I don't know anything about his political beliefs.
I have a feeling he was against Amendment 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that part, and I'm sure he's a Democrat. That's all. I don't want to say anything that'll get me in trouble.
Openly gay American Idol, the first one to come out.
But he didn't win.
Yeah.
So he wasn't an American Idol. He was an American Idol runner-up.
Okay.
Only the winner I call an idol. The other ones are false idols. Last chance headlines and registration.
Anyway, from Cosby Kid to Disney princess to lesbian lover? Urban gossip website MediaTakeout.com is reporting tonight that former child star Raven Simone has not only come out of the closet, but she's dating androgynous model Asmarie Livingston, who competed on the reality show America's Top Model. This is not the first time Raven has been the subject of gay rumors.
Really? You could sense it back in the Cosby days.
She was like 4 when she played Olivia.
She wore a lesbian beret one time in an episode.
Really? And a little tiny fanny pack?
Yeah, she wore a fanny pack. And there was that episode where she went to the home improvement store. I'm just kidding around. I don't mean it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around.
Any lesbians who are offended, please send your complaints to Matt Harris. Please, no, not to me.
Love the lesbians and gay men.
But you know, whenever one of those rumors comes out, you're like, you know, now that I think of it, I don't think she's ever been linked to anybody romantically. And then I took a look around online. She was linked to a Marion for a while.
Yeah, but you know what happened?
But that was it.
When they first walked in and saw her on top of that chick, they go, that is so Raven. Tonight's other screen winners, last chance headlines and Reg's forecast when we come back.
If Jennifer Lopez does end up leaving American Idol, she'll be leaving on top of the entire entertainment world. For the first time, J.Lo lands at #1 on the Forbes magazine Celebrity 100 list, which ranks the Hollywood elite according to earnings and star power. She took home $52 million this past year. That's from her Idol gig, radio, a clothing line at Kohl's, and a boatload of endorsements. Lopez unseats Lady Gaga, Oprah is #2, and Justin Bieber is 3rd. Rihanna is the highest ranking rookie at 4. and Charlie Sheen drops off this year's list altogether.
Yeah, it's what they made in a year, and we were surprised. One of the surprising ones was Britney was in the top 10.
Yeah.
Did she do anything in the last? We're not sure what she did in the last 12 months.
Who's buying that perfume, and how much are they buying?
Really, it's insane, and she can't even do anything with the money. She's too crazy to have her own control of her own money. And if you miss 1 year, like somebody says, Charlie Sheen got knocked off. Well, if you made, 80 million the year before, does it really bug you when you're not on the... Do these guys go like, gosh, dang it, I gotta get back on that list?
Probably.
They probably do, you're right. So J-Lo making...
Cocaine isn't cheap.
Don't I used to know it. Okay, J-Lo, though, 52 mil, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to go back to Idol, even? Seriously.
Why do you want to work again, ever?
Yeah, play with your boy toy and have him pick stuff out of your hair. Speaking of the...
Live from the high-definition studios at Fox Charlotte, this is Fox News Edge.
When I was your age, my dad shared a beer with me, and I thought it was about the best thing in the world.
Yeah. Your first taste of the high life. The question is, did it come when you were really allowed to be enjoying the high life? Welcome to a Monday night edition of Fox News Edge. I'm Matt Harris.
And I'm Ramona Holloway. If you saw Morgan Fogarty's story on Fox News at 10, you know that some kids may be getting early access to booze over the net. A recent study by the University of Chapel Hill invited 8 young adults ages 18 to 20 to attempt online liquor or beer purchases from 100 online alcohol sites. 28 orders were rejected because of age verification. 11 were sent back when no one was home to receive them. 16 failed due to non-age related glitches, but 45 online booze orders were successfully delivered to underage youth. In most of the 45 successful cases, the delivery person either assumed the buyer's age was legit or ignored the underage ID.
So this all got us to wondering, was your first drink of alcohol legal? That's up now at facebook.com/Fox News Edge.
I think the challenge would be to find someone whose first taste of alcohol was legal.
Right, that would be the challenge. The only people I know who took their first drink of alcohol when it was legal were people who don't really drink. Then at some point they're like, all right,
well, no one really drinks until they start drinking. What do you mean?
No, I mean like they're non-drinkers. They're just non-drinkers. Then like at 22 they sip something, but that's it. That's all they do. I mean, non-drinkers maybe, where they just have a sip of something, not like drink. I don't count that drinking if you're just sipping something. Anybody who drinks.
You have to get hammered?
Well, you don't have to get hammered, but you got to, be headed toward that goal to drink. To call it drinking.
Because my first sip of alcohol came from an uncle and was just a sip.
Oh, yeah, see, I don't really count that.
Like I said, you only count it if you're getting hammered.
Not if you're getting hammered, but you are approaching hammered world. I think your first, like a first full beer or a first full drink, not just a sip when you're a baby or something.
It's got to be full on hammer time for the Met.
Yeah. That's I really because you say drinking, I mean.
So your first taste of alcohol came in, or your first hammer time?
I was an innocent little boy. I didn't not until college did I start throwing them back. So I was 17, headed to almost 18, and I got tipsy, as I recall. But I don't even know how that long.
Follow this up with a PSA of some sort.
It was just a thing. A lot of crawling and a lot of puking and a lot of swearing to never drink again.
And that, children, is your PSA.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah. And slow gin fizz doesn't look good coming up. Just thought I'd throw that in there. It wasn't mine. It was lots of others. You would think that a big-time A-list actor like Will Smith would try to distance himself as much as possible from the days of being the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Well, thanks to an awesome guest appearance on the BBC's Graham Norton show, we now know Smith knows where his bread was originally buttered.
Okay, hit the track. All right. Okay.
I tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the lights made the impression of the face. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it, y'all, the Bel-Air.
Nice.
Love him.
Yeah, he's great on any talk show. Graham Norton gets people to do a lot of weird stuff.
He's very charming, and I believe that's one of the keys to his success. The only thing I find less than charming when I see his children on talk shows. Yeah. They're a little bit too sassy for me.
Yeah, but, you know, Will and I hung out for a while during the Let's Get Jiggy era. And,
when and where?
New York, at a little club I like to call Studio 54.
Whatever. You lie.
I don't lie. I know. Okay, well, I did a few-minute interview with him, and he gave me pizza. The end.
Okay.
But he was very charming then, too.
Okay.
But I didn't try to kiss him.
Okay.
But if I would know now what I knew then, or if I knew then what I knew now, I'd try to kiss him so I get slapped and get in the news. Okay.
Okay, last chance headlines.
It was gray, but the spirits were not at Princeton University's annual class day, the day before graduation, where Steve Carell showed up to speak. We should all be so lucky.
When I was in college, I would not text a girl to ask her out on a date. I would ask her in person, one human to another. When she said no, which she always did, I would suffer the humiliation and self-loathing that a young man needs for his or her personal growth. I suffered, and you should have to suffer too. Have we lost touch with our simpler selves? I believe we have. And by we, I mean you. You are young. And because of that, you are wrong.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who spoke at my graduation. I have no idea. Some lame-o. I don't remember.
You mean Lockhaven didn't get the president?
No, we didn't get anybody really cool at all. I think it was maybe the Banana Splits or somebody spoke.
Trinity, our pet of the week. Oh, wow. So, are you clinically addicted to Facebook? Although it's not the same as chemical drug dependence, a researcher in The Atlantic offers the following checklist. If you answer yes to these 6 questions, you've got some serious social issues. Do you spend a lot of time planning to use Facebook? Do you use the site as an escape? Do you feel more and more urges to check in? Do you feel restless when you can't access Facebook? Has being logged in cut into your work or studies? And finally, have you tried to cut down on Facebook visits without success?
Yeah, I mean, some of those, I plan on Facebook.
Yeah, I do too. I plan when I'm going to be on Facebook.
But it's only probably because of work related, but that still could be addiction. But how about the
I do know when I get an email that says someone has tagged me in a photo or something and I'm not sure about it, I'm very anxious then to get on Facebook. Like, I got to see what
like
this
you can't
is.
stand not seeing what this picture was because you might want to untag it.
Exactly.
If you don't approve of the photo.
Right.
But I don't have the urge. Like right now I'm not jonesing for a little Facebook.
Well, don't worry, Jessica. If you ask Adam Lambert, second place is the first winner. Just give it some time. With 77,000 copies sold, Lambert's new CD, Trespassing, tops the Billboard 200 album chart this week, which makes him the first openly gay artist to ever top that chart. Now, technically, Clay Aiken topped it in '03 with Measure of a Man, but at the time, he was still in the closet. Either way, they both were runner-ups on Idol, so you've got that thing going for you, Jessica.
I got to assume there's been gay dudes who were on the top. They were just all in the closet at the time.
Yeah.
But Adam Lambert was one of my favorite of all time. So that's good for old Adam. That's what I say. All right.
Well, Chris.
You've heard of Christmas in July. Try Christmas in January. 2 very important worlds will collide come winter. Bieber Nation and the Queen City. Yes. Justin Bieber announced earlier today he will bring his Believe tour to Time Warner Cable Arena on Tuesday, January 22nd. He'll hit Greensboro a few nights earlier. Carly Rae Jepsen will be the opening act. The tour kicks off in Glendale, Arizona in late September, runs through the end of January, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I predict in about 5 minutes, parents will start begging for tickets.
Oh, yeah. They'll have some sob story. Just keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it'll sell out, don't you think?
Hello, my name is Matt Harris, and I have a hard heart.
No,
I do believe it will sell out.
Yeah, it's good. You got to believe or leave, or what's the word? Be believe.
Believer?
Believer. You got to believer.
Be believer.
Tonight's other screen winners, last chance headlines and Regis forecast. Okay.
Anyway, Britney's no flake. Insiders at the X Factor audition say Spears is an incredibly tough judge. People magazine reported the toxic singer has great instincts with performers. And while Simon's been out of the loop, Brit has taken it upon herself to screen the talent. She spots the good ones and dismisses the bad. It's a confident new look. But will the world embrace a stricter Britney Spears?
Sure. She's got two choices, be a train wreck or be a mean bee. Anything else, milquetoast kind of stuff, we're not going to care.
They didn't say she was mean.
Tough is mean.
No.
Well, I hope it is.
How about mean honest? Is that what you mean?
Simon was always honest and people called him mean.
No, but he was sometimes mean with it.
He was honest.
Comments that he would make about a performer's weight or their look were sometimes
He didn't do that often.
just
He didn't
cruel.
do that. He told people that when they suck, that they suck. Sometimes you got to hear these things. I hear it all the time from our viewers. Thank you. I don't think you're mean.
And I'm sure you won't get any messages tonight.
About what did I do? I was told to screw up the whole thing, but I like snakes or whatever. What did I do? Anyway, like Britney, I hope she's a train wreck more than mean. All right, you're never too cool to copy Madonna. Justin Bieber works on his best material girl voices in an overseas interview.
Plus, when props attack, Lady Gaga takes a few lumps during a concert.
Justin Bieber pulled a Madonna this weekend. No, he didn't flash his boobies. Biebs went old school Madge, mimicking his British interviewer's accent for 4 straight minutes. All the while, smiling and chewing gum. Cute or cheeky? See for yourself.
Special guest here, right now, ready to do his thing.
Right now.
Make some noise for Justin Bieber!
What's going on?
Okay, where did you learn this from? Who speaks like that?
No, this is just how I talk, mate.
Love it.
This is how I talk.
You were liking my watch earlier. Where's your watch gone? Your watch
My watch actually...
Now, I don't know. Do you think he's... Like, I'm thinking
4
he's
minutes.
mocking them or something.
Like, imagine an interviewer with a Southern accent and someone coming over for England, and for the entire interview, they do their version of a bad Southern accent. It's offensive.
I don't know.
It's not cute.
It's not. I don't know if it's offensive.
It's not cute.
Because you really can't offend the Brits too much, but you could offend like a lot of other people that I can't say because they'd be offended. I mean, certain accents, like the Brits will just go, oh yeah, whatever, dumb American. But it was still stupid to do. It wasn't offensive. It was just dumb.
So who gets offended more?
I can't name them or they'll be offended. If I start naming offensive groups, they'll start coming at me. You know who you are, offensive people or who are offended.
Offensive people? You're the offensive people.
Offended people of accent making fun ofs. Lady Gaga got hit by a pole and kept on dancing straight through a concussion.
What's wrong with you?
The show must go on. It happened last night at a concert in New Zealand. Apparently she decided to change the Judas choreography last minute. Unfortunately, things didn't jive well on stage. Check out Mother Monster's poker face as her head takes a direct hit. I don't believe it's a concussion. I think it's a lie.
What?
They're pumping it up. That's no concussion. No way.
That looked like
First of all, it didn't even look like a hit her in the head. It looked like a hit her the back, kind of missed the back, maybe the neck. She wasn't dazed or anything.
Obviously, she was dazed.
You know how many times I've been hit in the head by a giant pole and I didn't get a I never got a concussion. Let me tell you about it. Last chance headlines and Reg's forecast when we come back.
Oh, my Lord.